Am I the reason for my girlfriend's mental illness? Okay, so this might be a long walk of text. I have a problem with my girlfriend. A while ago, she tried to commit suicide. Or at least that's what it felt like to me. I don't know anymore, since my thought process are preoccupied by what she has told me about the situation. And I am very fond of her, so I believe what she is saying. She has some mental issues from before, where she has lost friends in horrible ways, suicide, etc. She has also been jobless for 6 months. They treated her bad at her job, and she quit herself. This has affected her tremendously. We live in a shared space with some family of hers. She and her family have been arguing for a long time, and this has affected her as well. This one family member have been an asshole to all of us, and it's been hard living with them. Family member treat their partner very bad, and they always fight, making the whole living arrangement tense. It felt like we were all walking on eggshells, and everybody's been scared to speak up. All this led towards a breaking point one day, where my partner and their family member were fighting. It ended up that my GF had a breakdown and said she was suicidal. I was startled, because I know she's been struggling, but not like this. I have also had suicidal ideation before, so I try to be proactive and ask the right questions. She didn't want to answer my questions properly, and I was even more worried. I offered to take her to the ER, but she declined. She also said that as the paramedics came, she would just lie to them and tell them she was fine. Then she stormed off, and I tagged along. She was then trying to ingest some shrooms, and I ripped them from her hands, since she seemed very destructive in her path. And I did not think this was a good idea, and would make everything worse for everyone involved. Then we had a brawl, and she tries to reach for the window. Earlier, when we were speaking about her suicidal thoughts, she said she was going to jump out from the balcony. The balcony is right next to the window. So I freaked out and held her even tighter. This resulted in me holding her tighter and trying to calm her down. She then tries to run away, and I follow her outside. I was scared, so I held her from not running. She then started to yell for help, and the neighbor asked to call the ambulance. I said yes. Then her family member comes out and says all evil sure to her, "Look at you. You are so crazy," and that she should just kick her ass and kick out her teeth. It was so horrible. She had to stay one night in the psychiatric ward, and were so angry at me, and family member of course, and said that she never tried to commit suicide. She was just venting about how bad the situation has become, and how it was affecting her mentally, and that I attacked her, and it was my thought process that led me to think that she wanted to commit suicide. She never wanted that, and that why on earth I wouldn't try to just talk to her, or take her out on a walk instead when she run outside. She is also furious that I told the paramedics that she had tried to ingest shrooms, since it's on her record now. She also blames me for never speaking up to the family member before everything went down, and that I am a part of the problems that have created her these ideations. So this was a while ago, and we have been away to get some air from the situation. I can tell she is still tense, and she blames me a lot for everything. She brings it up in fights, that I can't speak up for myself and are inclined towards making toxic situations, and that maybe we should just be friends. I try my best to be there for her. She says she is not good at asking for help and would like for my help for that. Today she was in a bad mood again, mad at her friend, after coming home from work. When she came home, she would not talk to me, and I gave her some space. Then we ate dinner, and she went to call a friend. After that, she came to me, and I asked if she was okay. Then she told me that I don't make room for her to feel safe and come to me when she is sad. We got into an argument, and I tried to tell her that I didn't find any room because she didn't want to talk about it at first, and then went into a phone call. I tried to tell her I was going to ask her if she was okay, but that I didn't want to interrupt her phone call. She then tells me she don't want any explanation and that I just should be there for her. I could have said, "When you are ready, please come talk to me," she told me, and that I don't make that room for her, and that this is one of the reasons everything went down in the first place. I was so sad, because I didn't mean to do something like that to her. I want her to feel safe with me. And now I again feel like her, in my mind. I don't know anymore. Suicide is my fault all over again. So, What do you guys think about this whole mess? I am seriously getting suicidal thoughts myself, and I even started to slap my face when I was alone. I am at loss. To make it more stressful, I had to sign up the lease, because I could not take this living situation anymore. So now I have the stress on me to find a new apartment. I don't know what to feel or think anymore. I am riddled with guilt.